love Snapchat, you've probably noticed some really big changes over the past week. I'm Taylor Macon here with Ryan Carey Mahoney, a social media producer here at USA Today, and he's going to walk us through some new aspects of this Discover feature that Snapchat launched on January 27th. Ryan, how does Discover work?
Yeah, so Discover is definitely a new realm of exploratory stuff for Snapchat. They are really looking to bridge out from awkward selfies and funny pictures of food to really getting into more of the news business. If you want to find recipes, you can go and look at one of the 12 partners, which is Food Network. If you want to find weird pictures of lions, you can go to National Geographic. There's just tons of opportunities to explore stories in different ways that Snapchat really hasn't got into before. So it's definitely a cool new opportunity for Snapchat.
And so you can kind of scroll through stories like you would with a My Story on Snapchat?
Yeah, it's like a very expanded, very tricked out version of My Story, and they're a lot more visual, there's a lot more color, and typically there's a lot more integration of the news companies or the editorial companies' products and their stories themselves, which is something that really isn't available to a lot of other regular users for Snapchat.
Right. And so you've had the chance to kind of peruse the new feature, you run the Snapchat account for USA Today, what is stuck out to you as being most interesting, most intriguing about this?
Oh, the most intriguing thing to me is definitely that they're focusing on these 12 editorial outlets and giving them kind of free reign for their stories. They're really telling stories in really, like I said before, bright visual ways that a lot of other users can't do. I know you can add a geotag to your Snapchat selfie of where you are, but these are like massive graphics and videos and like really high quality videos and recipes and tons of different content that just isn't available to everyone else. So I'm mind blown by it. I really think it's definitely a cool new step for Snapchat.
And now, do you think, obviously a lot of people who are on Snapchat aren't necessarily there for the news. They're there to send funny pictures with their friends and things like that. Is it going to work for Snapchat? Do you think it's going to be effective?
We'll see. I think they're hoping it'll be effective. I'm not really sure if the audience will grasp it just yet, but I mean, that's something that only time will tell. It's definitely, they've just launched it, like you said, a little over a week ago, so they're still kind of exploring it, and I think it definitely has potential, and as someone who works the Snapchat here, I think it's something that is really cool and different in a way of telling stories that's not the norm. So hopefully, but we'll see what happens.
Great. And so anything you'd like to see from it, just from the get-go, anything?
What I would like to see, I think one thing I would like to see, obviously, is USA Today on it. I think that we definitely could bring some cool new stuff. But other than that, I think just really expanding it out to even more. Right now, like I said, they have 12 organizations that they're working with. I want to see more opportunities to work with different other ways of getting their stories told that other people from that demographic might not necessarily see.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. Well, Ryan, thanks for taking the time to kind of walk us through this. I know not everyone knows a ton about Snapchat, especially, all these new features, but it's great to learn more about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.